What if the car brand you just bought disappears tomorrow? No parts, no warranty, no resale value. It's happening right now, and some of the biggest names in the industry are on the edge. In this video, we're counting down 13 car brands that are collapsing, struggling to survive, or already gone. Hello and welcome to Car Tips HQ, where we teach you how to drive smarter, spend less, and just enjoy the ride.
Okay, let's run.
Number 13 is Genesis. The cars look sharp, the tech is advanced, and the prices undercut German rivals. But luxury buyers aren't chasing bargains. They're chasing status. And that's where Genesis struggled. In 2024, Genesis sold just over 70,000 vehicles in the US. Sounds good, until you compare it to BMW at over 390,000 and Mercedes at over 370,000. That gap shows why resale stays weaker. Add in recalls for fuel pump failures.
A couple of 19 recall alerts to tell you about this noon. Hyundai recalling nearly 100,000 Genesis vehicles.
And the fact that many buyers are still sent to Hyundai dealerships for service, and the ownership experience feels less than premium. Genesis has potential, but until perception catches up, owners risk bigger depreciation and slower demand. Number 12 is Lincoln. Once the badge of American prestige, today it's struggling to stay relevant. Consumer Reports ranked Lincoln near the bottom of all brands in 2024, with no models earning a recommended tag. That kind of reputation scares off buyers and drags resale down. Younger shoppers also aren't connecting with Lincoln the way they do with BMW, Lexus, or Cadillac. Dealerships are shrinking, and the lineup hasn't sparked the excitement needed to revive the brand. For owners, that means higher depreciation and weaker long-term support. Prestige alone isn't enough to hold value anymore. Number 11 is Buick. Sales are actually up, thanks to SUVs like the Envista and Encore GX. But that doesn't tell the whole story. In 2025, US tariffs slapped 25% on all imports from South Korea and Japan.
President Donald Trump on Monday started sending out his letters to foreign countries telling them what tariff rates he plans to charge starting on August 1st. The first two countries to get letters were US allies Japan and South Korea,
threatening to push prices much higher. Add in Buick's identity crisis. Not quite luxury, not quite mainstream, and resale values suffer. Even with decent reliability scores, the brand's image is weak compared to Lexus or BMW, which means trade-in values stay average at best. For buyers, Buick may look like a deal today, but the long-term value is far less certain.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Please like and subscribe and turn notifications on. Guys! Number 10 is Alfa Romeo. The cars turn heads with Italian styling and sharp handling, but owning one can be a headache. Consumer Reports ranked Alfa near the bottom of the industry in 2024 for predicted reliability, and owners continue to report electrical glitches, rough transmissions, and premature wear. Sales are tiny compared to rivals, which makes resale even tougher. In the US, Alfa moved fewer than 10,000 cars in 2024, a fraction of BMW or Audi's totals. Add in the memory of FCA's costly diesel emissions scandal, and confidence in the brand has never fully recovered. For drivers, that means beautiful cars that lose value quickly and come with higher repair risks. Number 9 is Infiniti. Once marketed as Nissan's luxury edge, today it's sliding out of focus. The Q50 sedan has already been discontinued, and both the QX50 and QX55 will end production after the 2025 model year. That leaves a shrinking lineup, which is a big warning sign for resale value. Sales have nearly halved over the last decade, and many Infiniti showrooms have been merged into Nissan stores, diluting the luxury experience. Reliability scores are average at best, but the real problem is brand direction. With fewer choices, weaker dealer presence, and no clear identity, Infiniti risks fading into the background while rivals keep moving forward. Number 8 is Maserati. The Trident badge still carries Italian flair, but behind the shine, the brand is in serious trouble. In 2024, Maserati's global sales collapsed by more than 50%, falling to just over 14,000 cars. That's not a slowdown, that's freefall. Stellantis even had to address rumors it might sell the brand.
Check out these charts. There's Stellantis' financial results for the first half of 2024. The stock's full-year performance as of early October,
which only added to uncertainty. Meanwhile, the lineup is aging, and the electric models have been delayed or canceled, with rivals like Porsche and BMW offering fresher cars at similar prices. Maserati's identity crisis is clear. For owners, that means poor resale, shaky dealer support, and the risk of driving a brand whose future is uncertain.
I'm going to flip through this deck, and I want you to see one card, and not this one. Do you see your card here?
Number 7 is Jaguar. Once a symbol of British luxury,
You have a Jag.
Oh, that's good, actually.
I've changed the badge.
No, you've changed the badge.
today it's running on fumes. In 2024, Jaguar pulled the plug on nearly its entire US lineup. Only the F-Pace SUV survives as the brand tries to pivot fully to electric. But the transition has left showrooms empty. In Europe, Jaguar registered just 49 cars in April 2025, a staggering 97% drop from the year before. Critics also slammed the new rebrand, which replaced the leaping cat with a simple J logo, calling it tone deaf. With sales collapsing and the next EV models not due until late 2025 or 2026, Jaguar's future feels more uncertain than ever. For current owners, that means shrinking resale and fewer reasons for new buyers to take a chance. Number 6 is Mitsubishi. Once a rally hero, today it's fighting for relevance. Tariff pressure hit hard in 2025. US imports were briefly paused and prices were bumped 2.1% on average, creating sudden scarcity and sticker shock. Meanwhile, the Mirage is gone, leaving crossovers like the Outlander, Eclipse Cross, and Outlander Sport to carry the brand in ultra-crowded segments. Trust in the brand still lags due to old fuel economy data falsification scandals. With weak differentiation and market turbulence, Mitsubishi faces serious value erosion. Number 5 is Nissan. This was once one of Japan's strongest exports, but today the cracks are showing. In early 2025, high-profile merger talks with Honda collapsed, killing hopes for a $60 billion alliance that might have stabilized the brand.
Nissan and Honda ended talks to create an auto group worth $60 billion on Thursday. Sources have said the talks were complicated by growing differences.
Without that deal, Nissan is left cutting jobs, shutting plants, and canceling new EV programs. The company has also struggled with reputation since the Carlos Ghosn scandal, where its former CEO was arrested for financial misconduct. Add in billions in operating losses and a fading lineup, with the Maxima discontinued and Altima sales sliding, and Nissan feels like it's running out of road. For owners, that means weaker resale and uncertainty about the brand's long-term future. As a small channel just starting out, this is what happens when I get a new subscriber. Number 4 is Chrysler. Once a giant of American roads, today it's down to a single consumer model, the Pacifica minivan. The Chrysler 300 is gone, and the Airflow EV concept that was supposed to bring the brand into the future was canceled in 2024. With no new products on the horizon, Chrysler has become a one-model brand. Even Stellantis' CEO warned that some divisions may not survive past 2026, and Chrysler is near the top of that list. For owners, that means shrinking resale value, fewer dealers, and the risk of owning a brand with no clear future. Number 3 is Lucid. Marketed as Tesla's next big challenger, Lucid's Air sedan offered incredible range and futuristic tech, but the business side tells a different story. In 2024 alone, the company lost $2.7 billion, and by early 2025, CEO Peter Rawlinson stepped down as pressure mounted. Production has been rocky, cars sitting unfinished due to missing parts, delays to the Gravity SUV, and recalls for sudden power loss. Even with backing from Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, Lucid's survival depends on steady cash infusions. For buyers, that means the risk of paying six figures for a car whose brand could collapse overnight. Number 2 is Fisker. This was supposed to be the comeback story of the decade, with the Ocean SUV promising sleek design and affordable EV innovation. But by mid-2024, the dream collapsed. Fisker filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, weighed down by over $1 billion in debt and mounting lawsuits.
Electric automaker Fisker showed the former facility in complete disarray after the company filed for bankruptcy and vacated the building in a hurry.
Owners reported serious issues: doors jamming, hoods flying open, and sudden power loss. Investigations piled up, production stopped, and features like Apple CarPlay never arrived. By October 2024, a court-approved liquidation plan confirmed what everyone feared. Fisker was done. For customers, that means limited parts, no clear service path, and vehicles that are nearly worthless on the resale market. Number 1 is Canoo. It was hyped as a futuristic EV startup, with NASA and Walmart both signing big contracts. Investors piled in, and an Oklahoma factory was supposed to create over 1,000 jobs. But in January 2025, it all came crashing down when Canoo filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy.
Breaking tonight, troubled electric car manufacturer Canoo files for bankruptcy.
The balance sheet was shocking. $160 million in debt, but only $50,000 in assets. The factory never opened, the deals fell apart, and workers were sent home overnight. Lawsuits soon followed, accusing the company of shady asset transfers during its collapse. For buyers, Canoo is gone. No service, no warranty, no resale value. A brand that once looked unstoppable simply vanished. And that wraps up our list of 13 car brands heading toward collapse. Some are fighting to survive, others are already gone, and all of them come with risks that buyers need to understand. If you already own one of these cars, keep them maintained and be smart about resale timing. And if you're shopping, think carefully before putting your money into a badge that may not be here in a few years. Choosing the wrong brand could cost you thousands, while picking wisely can save you from years of regret. If you found this countdown helpful, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.